welcome you here to the nominations announcement of the, get this, 17th annual Mowat British Independent Film Awards.
Well, it specifically supports independent movies, and I think independent movies are British independent films, but independent movies everywhere, but this is for British films. It's not that they need help, but they need to be recognised, because there's a lot of noise each weekend, and it's a very competitive marketplace for people's attention. So any way that you can help support, because a lot of these people they're new talents, they're young talents. Some of them are regular talents who've been plying their trade specifically in this area, and they should be supported.
I'm absolutely delighted, really pleased, and I'm thrilled that the film has been nominated 7 times, which is brilliant, because it was a group effort, this one.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. I mean, apparently we've I nearly said one, been nominated for 7 awards, which is extraordinary.
It's a film that you might think that film isn't for me because it's not my own personal story. But actually, that's precisely what it's about. It's the idea that people that you assume are slightly different to you are actually more similar to you than you think. And I guarantee that you'll have a laugh at it. I guarantee that you'll come out from it moved. And it's not a lot of times that you can say that about a film. Sometimes when you're promoting films, you have to lie, frankly, about about how good the film is. But this one, I promise you people, is one that you'll like.
We found when we screen it in cinemas that the audience is as much part of the film as the film itself. You know, we've had standing ovations in regular cinemas. You know, I get texts from people saying, "Oh, there was a standing ovation in Manchester last night." I mean, I don't think you can have the same experience on DVD. It feels like a film of the people.
Those weird and wonderful stories are still seen, because they're always the films that people respond to. People's favourite films are usually not a blockbuster film. They're usually these little weird films that just sort of connects to them. So it's very important that those stranger stories get out to the strange people among us, because we're all a bit strange.
Just fantastic. It's all happened very quickly, and I've just heard who else is in the category, and I'm kind of a bit like they really are my favourite actresses, so it couldn't feel better. It's the juxtaposition of genius and brilliance and humanity and, you know, regular life, regular people, real people that Mike's managed to depict through the film, even though it's, you know, they're 150 years ago, and I just think it really lives and breathes. But you've got the genius element as well. I feel very patriotic, because it's, you know, it's British film, and we're out there. And when I've been lucky enough to do the festivals, and when you're out there, you realise, you know, how much interest there is in British film, and people are excited about it. So to have a separate celebration, I think is really valid.
It feels incredible. I mean, I fortunately was nominated some years ago for Dead Man's Shoes. So this is the 2nd time, and out of any awards, this is the one that I'm most thrilled about. It's simply because of the investment of time and the long-term relationship I've had with Jan. We've been together now for 9 years or so. So this is the product of a very long journey. Well, I don't think of this as his first film. I think work we've done in the past has cinematic value, cinematic quality, and I've always believed in Jan as a cinema director. I've never thought of him as anything else. So I'm very proud for him. I'm very pleased for him that I never had any doubt that he would achieve this status.
Absolutely thrilled, and 3 is just totally unexpected. You know, we made a movie about a white, middle-aged, aging rock star who's happy and doing brilliantly well, and it just shows that when you make that film with a bit of imagination, and you kind of try and do it with a new way of kind of thinking, that it gets recognised. That's incredible. That's just remarkable.
When you make a film like we have, you hope that you're going to be able to speak to a wider audience. You know, we very, very consciously tried to make a film that wasn't just for Nick Cave fans, that it would have a sort of interest for a wider audience. But you have no way to know whether you're going to be able to achieve that or not. So I think awards like this and the success that the film's had around the world has really sort of shown that it's been able to reach wider than the existing fan base.
It's lovely. I've not made many films that have ever been nominated for anything, so it's very nice. I think it's got a fantastic plot of twists and turns that no one second guesses, and the most amazing ending, and two performances from two actors, Blake Harrison and Maxine Peake, that you've never seen them do. So those sort of factors make it stand out, I think.
It's a real achievement for us as filmmakers. We spent a lot of time figuring out the story and making sure the story had the right substance to it and more layers than just ABC. I think that probably made a difference. I think the hardest part was keeping people motivated without funds. But we managed to show people something, and then they'd realise that they were interested to be part of it as a whole project. So that's why it took so long for us to shoot.